Okay, there we go. Now it should be fixed. Finally figured out what was wrong. Now hopefully people should see the stream. Hey. So now can everybody see the stream? I see some people have joined. Living Tribunal, Atomic Shorts. I tried to get this right like 5 times. There was a problem with like the public setting or something like that, where it was set to private, but it should have been public, and I couldn't figure out how to change it for a while, but now it's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna be ranking different animes, so all the ones I've watched are here. All the ones that I have seen or read, and I'll be ranking them. I also have a One Punch Man tier list too. If anybody wants this one too, we can have a discussion with these characters. Which one would you like to see first? The One Punch Man like strength tier list, or like an anime tier list that from anime that I've seen? Other YouTubers having problems with streams? Well, probably. I don't doubt you, but for me it was just that I suck at streaming. Like, I just couldn't figure it out. So, yeah, first stream here. One Punch Man. Alright. Anybody else? I can do One Punch Man. Separated all the irrelevant people, which I don't even know why I put on the tier list. Then got all the scalable people, you could say. Problem with the server. One Punch Man. Okay, yeah. There was like some text that said problem on the server for me, but seems everything's fine. So yeah, One Punch Man. Yeah, we can do. We can do One Punch Man. So the tiers are pretty self-explanatory. This is like the threat levels. Threat levels aren't everything in the series, because there are some contradictions with them, which I'll mention like later on as we rank these people. But who do you think we should rank first? I'll go in order for the most part, but for the first pick, like who's a good benchmark? Do you think Boros slams Cosmic Garou? I wish he did. I wish I could argue for that, but... Snack S tier, because he survived Saitama. Facts. Where's Snack? Above Saitama tier. Yeah, because he survived a punch from Saitama. So, clearly above Saitama level threat. Hi Sky Prison, Shrink Crimson. Sorry if I pronounce your names wrong, by the way. Do Fibula first. Fubuki. Is she like a good benchmark for scaling though? I mean, I can do Fubuki. I should have had manga Fubuki and anime Fubuki as separate, because I think she gets a bit stronger. Okay, her best feat is like beating fatigued psychos. And then other than that, she's stated to be able to take care of demons. So I think low dragon is like fine for her. Like, what do you guys think? Please add webcomic characters to the list. I haven't read the webcomic fully yet, so I can't do that, unfortunately. More Hunter x Hunter videos. Yeah, they are coming. There's one about Gon and Killua running a Phantom Troop Gauntlet. And I plan to do a couple other videos too. Maybe a what if at some point as well. Tatsumaki's a good benchmark, yeah. Yeah, we can do Tatsumaki. Thoughts on Transformers versus Attack on Titan? Oof, which Transformers? Because there are a bunch of iterations. I've only seen the live action movies and then the Transformers Prime TV series. But both of them should kind of slap up a lot of Titans. I feel like the founder maybe could do something, but I don't really scale Transformers. Fubuki being high or like high demon, like it would be fair, but the thing is, like she's stated to be able to take care of almost any demon. So I feel like it's fine to have her here, because she also beats Psychos, who has crazy scaling of her own. And Psychos was fatigued, but still, like she did defeat her. Can Fubuki beat up Deep Seeking? Probably, because there's like another demon level monster later on in the series, which gets absolutely destroyed by Manga Puri Puri Prisoner. And yeah, that's like proving that demons can be stronger than Deep Seeking. Like Deep Seeking is not the strongest demon. Fubuki is stated to be able to take care of demons. Geno says she can take care of demons, and Genos has fought Deep Seeking before, so he'd be measuring Fubuki off of him, probably. So yeah, she could probably be Deep Seeking. Fubuki thinks Blast is stronger than King, which isn't true. Well, she hasn't seen Blast, nor does she know King's true powers. What do you think of Geno's new upgrades? I think they're interesting. There's like some parallels with released Boros, with the way he powers up against Saitama. So, does that mean anything? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of like Tatsumaki and Darkshine are good benchmarks, and yeah, I agree. So let's just rank the two of them. So for Darkshine, don't worry, I'm not leaving Tatsumaki in this tier. For Darkshine, I think he's either high mid dragon or high dragon. Because he's definitely not peak. Peak, like there are some people stronger than Darkshine, which will go here. I feel like high dragon is fair for Darkshine. Genos did make Saitama flinch with light brightness. He did, but it's also like sort of a joke scene. Like he's making a funny face and stuff like that. Fubuki says Blast can beat all the S-class at once. He probably can, because like, if King's luck powers kick in, then something's gonna happen which would make Blast lose. But in a normal scenario, he just like blitzes all of them and destroys them pretty easily. So, I'm getting people agreeing for Darkshine being high dragon. Tatsumaki, I feel like she's like either here or here. She's definitely above high dragon by a lot. I feel like low above dragon works for her, because she has a lot of good scaling to like Sairochi, who can slice off continents, and who would scale above Orochi, who's already like high dragon, peak dragon. Darkshine beat the Carnage Kabuto in the VGS, yeah. We can just rank them all together right now. For base Carnage Kabuto, I'd say like high mid dragon or something. Just like a level below Carnage mode. I think that's fair. King Engine would kill Blast of pure fear. Facts. Tatsumaki level above dragon, yeah. Yeah, I would say she's like here. Because we can go into more of her scaling later on. I think then we can just rank Sairochi here too, because they're pretty comparable. I do think if Tatsumaki was at full power, like didn't have to hold back at the beginning, and didn't take damage at the beginning because she was holding back, I think she could beat Sairochi pretty casually. But I'd say they're still pretty comparable. Genos new upgrade parallel to Saitama versus Genos. Yeah, I know that, but there's also like another parallel you could make, which in the panel where he powers up, he looks extremely similar to released Boros. Like, if you look at it like panel to panel, like side by side, it looks very similar. I'm actually gonna talk about that a bit in an upcoming video. I'm gonna lie, they did Carnage dirty in the anime. Maybe. It's been a little while since I've seen the anime version of the fight, but the animation from what I remember was like stellar. Cravlante is the strongest. Yeah. You know, he did damage Saitama. He damaged Saitama, so, you know, he could be really high. Alright, I feel like we should do... Who should we do next? Who's another good comparison? I feel like various Garou forms could be done in like quick succession to like show where each one is at, but I feel like Garou scales to many characters, and I'd need to rank those characters first before ranking Garou. By the way, I will explain what each of these images like is supposed to be, like which Garou, because there's a lot of them. Seriously, there are so many versions of Garou, like, it's kind of ridiculous how many times he gets power-ups throughout the series. Honestly, I could have gotten more Garous in here, but I just didn't want the list to be too clogged up with Garou forms. It's like actually ridiculous with how many forms he has. My mask is strong enough to be in class S, but stays in A class. Yeah. There's also like a statement that the 3 disciples of Atomic Samurai could be S class. You know, the Iaion, Akamaitachi, and Bushi Drill, I think that's their names. Do bang. Garou is a Saiyan with how many forms he has. Just facts. That's not... Yeah, that's like 11, but there could have been more actually, like, unironically. Like, especially here in the beginning, there are several forms that I kind of left out. For bang... Actually, let's do all the cadres, because the cadres are, like, pretty good benchmarks for scaling. I think we should do all the cadres. And then we can move to other characters, like... I think that's the best way to do it, because most scaling comes from the cadres. Yeah, Garou forms amp him a lot. Like, remember at Darkshan one-shot Red Garou and then Spiral Garou matched it. Yeah, he was also about to get one-shot by Rover over here. But then he just like had a flashback and then powered up, like literally like Goku levels of like plot armor. Imagine if he took full power from God. Yeah, if he took the hand, like that would have been pretty OP. Okay, which cadres am I missing? Goketsu. Oh, Goketsu is gonna be fun to talk about. His scaling is so weird, but I love it. And that's another Garou form to be added to the list. So I think we can do the cadres now. For Ugly scares me. Yeah, he scares a lot of people in the show too. So, like, do we think Pure Ugly got an amp to his physical stats by being swallowed up by gums? Because if not, then he should scale to Darkshine, because he's able to react to his punches and, like, match his physical strength pretty easily. So, like, do you guys think that getting swallowed up and, like, getting acid would amp his, like, speed, strength, durability? Because if anything, I feel like the acid would nerf him a little bit at least, because his bones would be like melting and stuff. Just minus the power of friendship art. He's like the ultimate protagonist, has a flashback, powers up, yeah. Pure Ugly should be Peak Dragon. That's, that might be Acid Ugly, because like he just like melts Darkshine. But I feel like he's like still in the same tier as Darkshine, probably. Is normal Pure Uglies on par with Darkshine? Yeah, I think that's fair to say, because, like, again, he just matches Darkshine's speed and strength when they battle. And I see no reason why he should be stronger or faster by getting, like, acid all over him. But yeah, then should we say Vomited Ugly is like Peak Dragon? I might have to add another tier then in between these. Because like Golden S would be a tier above that. And then Tatsumaki would be a tier above that. Is he like powered up a bit? Yeah, in terms of the acid, I would definitely agree. I think maybe even doing this would be better. Like moving Darkshine to high mid-dragon. Because peak dragon would be like Golden S, I would say. Who was able to like... Because there's a clear scale here. Like Fear or Ugly destroys Darkshine, Golden S destroys Fear or Ugly. It's so hard remembering all these guys' powers with there being 50 different characters in the same battle. Yeah. I guess I've read it many times, so I don't really have that issue anymore, but I could definitely see it being an issue, because the battle was very massive. Their punches were equal, it was the acid that beat him. Yeah. Platinum S over Tatsumaki? I would say it's debatable because of the whole... Like, there's a divide in One Punch Man where some characters have way greater attack potency and some characters have way greater speed. Like, midway through the Monster Association arc, like, that divide happens. So it's kind of weird to scale. But I will say Platinum S deserves to be in, like, this tier because it's, like, debatable due to his speed. I feel like he can't beat Orochi though, like Sairochi, because she has crazy levels of regeneration and he just couldn't do enough damage to keep her out. Tatsumaki stronger, Tatsumaki gets blissed. Yeah, I want to do a video on that. I don't want to get too much into that, because, like, again, there's that divide where it's like some characters are way stronger, some characters are way faster. So I'll just put them in the same tier for the time being, because, again, I want to do a video on that eventually. My headcanon is Fear Ugly and Darkshine are tied due to Super Ugly Bazooka Clash, and the acid was the only thing that made a difference. Yeah, that's definitely fair to say. It's like the acid. So do we want them to be in the same tier or no? Like, what do we think? Should they be in the same tier, or should Fear Ugly be like a tier above Darkshine? Tatsumaki squashes Platinum like a bug. Yeah, that's the thing, like, she needs to be able to touch him to do that. Which, you know, it's debatable if she could do that. Again, I want to make a video on that eventually. Carnage Kabuto over Golden S. Why? Can I just ask why? Platinum S got beaten by Monster Garou. Flasher flashes Big Dragon. Platinum choke slams Tatsumaki. Tatsuki, the power of ugly comes from hatred and he has himself. When he's covered in acid, he's even ugly. Oh yeah, that's true actually. Cause like he gets more power the uglier he gets, or like the more he loathes his own looks and like stuff like that. So you know, he could have actually gotten a boost. That's actually a fair point. Ugly grows stronger the more inferior he is. Yeah. Carnage Kabuto above Tatsumaki. Why though? Why would Carnage be above Tatsumaki? He got beat by Darkshine. Wamid should be one tier above. Hi Mr. Satori, hi Ayhem. Since Saitama's true strength, so he's relative to armored Boros. Not really, he could just have good instincts. Cause like characters can just have better sensory capabilities than other characters. Armored Boros took a punch from Saitama, like casual Saitama, and that same casual Saitama just one-shot Carnage Kabuto. So that's fine. I'd be fine with this. Honestly, like... I'll keep Acid Ugly in here, because in strength-wise he's just like relative to Darkshine, it's just the acid that makes a difference, and I don't want to add too many tiers, because then the tier list would get kind of bloated. Because if I have like all these three characters, Darkshine, Acid Ugly, and Golden S in different tiers, then it might get a little bit lengthy, like the tier list, I mean. Darkshine fought Carnage Kabuto. Yeah, in an audiobook, like Geno's training, the VGS, there's like a simulation where Darkshine takes on Carnage Kabuto and they like fight for 15 minutes and Darkshine eventually comes out on top. Armored Boros should be low above Dragon. We'll get to that. Armored Boros took the punch better than Orochi did. Facts. Saitama was mad. That doesn't mean he would be going like stronger, because against Garou too, when he's annoyed, he like punches Garou, but it does like the same amount of damage as when he wasn't annoyed. Boros needs to be low above Dragon. And yeah, he did. It was an audiobook. Yeah. Carnage to high mid Dragon. I mean, he like forced Darkshine to his limit anyway. So like, I feel like they're relative to each other. But yeah, moving on, because like we've spent quite a bit of time on that. Let's do Neon. I feel like she's like low Dragon. Or he's like low Dragon. Oh, hey, Eternal Flame. How's everyone doing? Personally, I'm doing good. Just chilling. Didn't when Darkshine got damaged badly. He didn't lose his confidence and he beat him up hard. Yeah, he lost his confidence, but like his flesh was melting off of his bones. Like you can actually see his bones, and there are permanent scars on him left later on. So it's pretty clear that if he kept fighting, he would have just melted. If this was a bodybuilding contest, nobody can touch Darkshine and Golden S. Yep. There's like a YouTuber, I don't remember the name, but he had like a One Punch Man bodybuilding series, and he like compared the two of them. Saitama promised the kid he wouldn't kill Garou, he was never going full strength. Yeah. The list is solid. Not Platinum, pretty sure Darkshine was shocked about the Immaculate Platinum. Yeah, he was shocked by like Darkshine's, not Darkshine, Golden S's like muscles and stuff, but then he just gets like one shot as well. I think Puri is on the same level as the cat guy. Yeah, that's a fair thing to say. We can rank Puri. So like, normal Puri Prisoner, I'd say he's like high demon at most, like anime Puri Prisoner. Manga is a bit different. Where is Manga Prisoner? Oh, there he is. Oh, and I lost him. Manga... I lost him again. What is going on? Manga Prisoner could like one-shot this prisoner because he defeated a monster that's stronger than Deep Seeking. So like, it's either like this, where Manga Puri is high demon and normal Puri is mid demon, or like this, where normal Puri is high demon and then Manga Puri is like low dragon. I think that's more fair because he like is able to keep up with Neon a bit. Puri is like above demon in my opinion. Yeah, that's a fair take. He should be low dragon. I still think Carnage Kabuto is above Vomited if you're ugly. I mean, we can talk about that sometime if you want, but I don't really know why he would be. Because like Darkshine beats this Carnage Kabuto and you know, Vomited if you're ugly beats Darkshine. It's moving on to, let's do Gums. Gums is like here or here. He doesn't really have much scaling. Either low mid dragon or low dragon. I think Gums could beat Puri. So I'll just say he's like low mid dragon. Like, I don't really care about him. Carnage is super underrated, but I think the scaling he's at now is perfect. Yeah, I think so too. Remember when Deep Seeking was iDemon, now he's just fodder. Facts. Because, like, there's, like, that weird author statement where Murata says that one of the random monsters that Puri just destroys in the Monster Association War was the same level of strength as Deep Seeking. So, it's pretty weird. Gums doesn't have a lot of feats. Gumby Tank Top. Yeah. Tank Top Master is, like, another character we can rank. Where is that boy? where is Tanked Up Master? So, the thing is, Tanked Up Master, I feel like he's like a tier above Puri Puri Prisoner, because he can take a hit from Fear Ugly and not die instantly. He gets absolutely destroyed, don't get me wrong, but like he survives an encounter. And then anime, I guess he should have like the same scaling. Like I don't think he would have gotten stronger unless you think he gets Zenkai boost like Garou, which you know might be consistent because like other monsters can get Zenkai boosts from near-death experiences too. Goketsu High Dragon. Yeah, we'll get to Goketsu. Agreed. You should do Metal Bat. Ugly made Tanked Up Master into a pancake. Yeah, but that pancake was alive. Which is something I don't know would happen with Puri. Also, would Big God be in the same level as Gum since they did fight and were basically trading blows? Yeah, he's like below that because he does lose that fight and he does concede that Gums makes Big God's appetite look like normal appetite or something like that. We can get to Big God later. Actually, do I have Big God here? I don't see him. Maybe we'll see him later. Let's do Beefcake. Kaido is Peak Dragon. Kaido? From One Piece? I mean, maybe. I don't scale One Piece. Tanked Up and Puri are not dragon level. No, they should be. Because like they can defeat most demons no problem. Puri is able to scuffle with Neon. Like, you can say he's like below or above him, it doesn't matter. He's like able to scuffle with Neon. And dragon level in general is kind of overhyped. Cause like, okay, I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of you mad. This Garou is like low dragon to like mid dragon. Like the initial Garou that we see at the start of the series. Because Metal Bat, this one, is stated to be able to defeat dragons, and Garou just bullies him. Like, he just absolutely destroys him, and even, like, physical speed-wise, he's able to keep up. It's not just the martial arts, he's dodging him all throughout the battle, he's blocking his blows. And, like, this Metal Bat is stated to be able to kill dragons. So, like, Garou should at least be a low dragon. Just in his first appearance. I think that Garou's placement makes sense, that's good scaling. Yeah, I think so too, because like you can't debunk it really. That's good scaling, also don't think Fubuki could beat Puri Prisoner Angel style. Yeah. I feel like Fubuki is like, with manga, with manga, Puri Puri Prisoner. Because Fubuki, to everyone who just joined pretty recently, Fubuki is stated by Genos to be able to beat any demon pretty much. Or like, she can take care of anybody above demon level, so she can like beat demons. And the biggest like demon battle that Genos had at that point was against Deep Seeking. So he would probably be basing his perception of what demon level threats are based off of Deep Seeking. And he says Fubuki can beat demons. So I feel like she should be above Puri, who lost Deep Seeking. Oh, hold on. Doesn't Garou lose to some demons, or was he injured? Those demons were like specifically tasked to hunt down Garou. Like they could have actually been dragon level, unironically, because like the difference between like the weakest dragons and the strongest demons shouldn't be like big. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like there shouldn't be like a big gap between like the lowest dragon and the strongest demon. And even then, Garou like struggled with them at first, like a little tiny bit, and then he's like, he just gets his bearings together and he just says, "You're not touching me again. Like I will beat you down." And then he just gets distracted and just caught off guard by an attack because of Tario. So he was confident he could beat them up, like with low difficulty or like mid difficulty. Fukuman, that is a bit too high. Like I said, I think Fubuki just beats like any demon based off statements. But God was tanking a much stronger Garou, and he's high demon. He's not high demon, he should be like dragon level, based off of the scaling for Garou. Because another thing, Puri Puri Prisoner in the anime reacts to Melzerguard. We can do Melzerguard too. Where is he? Where is that boy Melzerguard? Do I have Melzerguard here? I'm starting to think I'm missing a few people. Well, basically, Melzerguard was getting reacted to by Puri Puri Prisoner and like everybody else on the battlefield, including base Metalbat. Like, base Metalbat is faster than Melzerguard, and base Metalbat would obviously be slower and weaker than pumped up Metalbat, who Garou beat up. And again, it's not just because of martial arts, because like, he reacts to Metalbat's movements. If he couldn't react to them, he wouldn't be dodging them, he would just be getting slapped around by them. One shot from him would kill that Garou. Garou straight up blocks shots from Metalbat until he... Like, Metalbat only becomes strong enough to one-shot Garou at the end of the fight. Can you do Evil Natural Ocean? Yeah, we can do that a bit later. Murata said if Metalbat gotten that last hit on Garou, he would have died. Yeah, but like, again, that last hit was stronger than anything else before that. Like, Garou was like blocking and deflecting all of Metalbat's attacks before that. To the guy who said Garou lost to demons, I think maybe Garou should be argued to be dragon. In my opinion, he's just above demon. Do you think Zombie Man would take mid demon or higher? Yeah, we can get to Zombie Man a bit later. Current Fubuki is strong for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Make an above demon tier. I mean, I don't know who would go in above demon, to be honest. I can do that, but... Oh, it caps. Who goes here, though? Because, like, I mean, Fubuki, I guess. You could say this. You could say maybe this. But nothing else really changes. Maybe you can, like, bump Tank Top Master down to, like, low dragon. Metalbat was killing Garou if his didn't interfere. Yeah, but like again, that's just the final blow. Before that, Garou was deflecting hits, blocking hits. He can react to Garou. This man should have at least a few 100,000 subscribers. Agreed, Satre has got it. Thank you. I mean, maybe one day I will. Baby Tats was lifting schools. Yeah. I think Saitama should be irrelevant. He's too weak. Oh, facts. Facts. Baldi. He's like a fraud. He just like takes credit for other heroes' deeds. You know how King beats monsters, Saitama comes along, takes all the credit. Like, he's irrelevant. Melzerguard is low dragon. All he really has is regeneration. Yes, I agreed. Because like base Metalbat and Puri Puri Prisoner just outspeed him constantly and like block his attacks. Just came to say Kakuzu solos, facts. Bijou proportions of a multiversal being. Kaguya, Jibidara, and Kakuzu scales above them. Yeah. Yep, facts. Kakuzu multiversal. Kakuzu also beat Ishiki in that one extra chapter of Boruto. I hope your stream goes well, thanks, and hope your day goes well. He could not kill a mosquito. Yes, I scale above Saitama. I kill mosquitoes every day. I'm like a mosquito slayer at this point. I kill like 5 mosquitoes a day, bare minimum. Most of the time I kill way more than that. Can we mention Metalbat in the Monster Association fight, correct? Sage Centipede Skeleton? Yeah, I'm gonna do Manga Metalbat later. It's like we can do... So like base Metalbat should at least be low dragon because he's like reacting to Melzerguard and blocking his hits and so on. And then Manga... Where is Manga Metalbat? There he is. Okay, so some people might be pissed off, but he's like above Platinum S pretty blatantly. Because like his speed, even before he gets pumped up, is relative to a Garou that blitzed Platinum S. Like, it's such a weird thing to say, but like, it just happens. It's so stupid. I kind of hate that Metalbat came in into the story when he did, to be honest, because it messes things up. How is base Kabuto mid-dragon? Because I just placed him like a tier... Actually, he can be like here, because he's like a tier below Carnage mode. Like, just fair thing to say, because we don't have any other scaling for him. Aside from him scaling above Season 1 Genos. And like in an audiobook too, he like beats up Genos 50 times. Deep Seeking took Puri Puri Prisoner combo better than Melzerguard, and that was like a weak time skip. Yeah, that's true. Like, threat levels, that's the thing that you need to kind of understand. Threat levels take into consideration not just strength and power, but they also take in aggressiveness, abilities, difficulty of extermination. So, like, some demons are just stronger than some dragons. And, like, that's hard to accept, but it just is the case. Like, Puri Puri dealt more damage to Melzerguard than he did to Deep Seeking. It's just that Melzerguard has crazy regeneration. And like, honestly, he could go here based off that Melzerguard feat. Like, it's kind of weird. Melzerguard's stats are like mid-demon, high-demon level. That's like the thing, which is weird. Where's Boros at? We can get to Boros. Neon destroys Puri, am I? Yep, maybe. But Puri did take some attacks. 10-minute delay of the stream. Not 10 minutes. I'm just reading stuff that I haven't caught up to yet. Sorry. Because there's like a lot I haven't caught up to yet. Well, and I'm gonna try to read these messages real fast. Drive Knight should be low mid-dragon considering Balbrez Neon. Yeah, we'll get to Drive Knight. King is God tier facts. Garou enters the field of dragon levels and he's a low dragon level when he has red hair. Red hair Garou, like... The initial one might already be dragon level, to be honest. Because Genos, in his G4 state, like before that even, can disintegrate Deep Seeking easily in simulations. Deep Seeking is like a demon and stuff like that. So like, he might be low dragon, based off that. Without Neon's weakness, Nia could defeat Puri. If a casual swipe is able to hurt Puri, it's debatable. Saitama pushed away the Mosquito with his air attacks. Nah, Mosquito just dodged him. Saitama's fodder. Melzerguard is high dragon. Took on multiple S-class heroes, underrated. All those S-class heroes were bullying him. All of them were blocking his attacks, dodging his attacks, catching his attacks, just killing him over and over and over again until they figure out his weakness and just killed him. Like, if it was one-on-one, what would Melzerguard do? He would still be blitzed multiple times over by every single hero one-on-one, and he would just eventually die because of the Marvel weakness. Like, he's actually kind of fodder, not gonna lie. Like, he's cool, but still. Manga Metalbat is very weird and inconsistent. Facts. Like, I'm still kind of not pissed off, but like peeved that he came into the manga when he did. Melzerguard was getting spam killed, yeah. He was getting farmed. He was getting farmed like a Minecraft mob. One of my friends recently started Hunter x Hunter and thinks Crollo beats Netero. Oh god, I can't wait till he reaches the Chimera Isles arc. Bro, oh my god. I mean, he could maybe put a scratch on base Netero, debatably. Even though they're scaling for base Netero above him already. I wish they did not kill Boros. No, I think he did what he was supposed to do. I think he accomplished what he was supposed to in the story. Now, having him around is cool and all, but like, if Boros did survive, would I have started my series? For me personally, I like that Boros did not survive because then I could start a series that everyone likes, and I enjoy writing. So, yeah, that's a benefit for me. That Boros died in the end. Why is base Carnage Kabuto dragon level? He's demon, bro, come on. Genos, in a form where he can disintegrate most demons, including Deep Seeking, like he beats Deep Seeking multiple times over. He gets destroyed 50 times by base Carnage Kabuto in a simulation. Like, it's actually crazy. He just gets farmed back. Like, how Melzargard was getting farmed by the S-class heroes, Genos was farmed by Carnage Kabuto in the simulation. I just put him one tier below Carnage Kabuto, just like one tier below Carnage mode, because we just don't have any other scaling for him really. He can go like anywhere. Do you have Blast Team on the list? No, I don't, because we just don't have big scaling for them yet. But I will say Blast did say he wanted to go provide backup to those people. So, like, potentially if Blast is considered to be backup to them, and, like, not a front row, like, heavy hitter, then you can, like, imagine how strong they might be. This is obviously just a theory, but, you know, he did say he was backup, so, you know, they might be stronger than Blast. In the battle against Sin, the Centipede normal humans could perceive the sounds of Metal Bat, the Centipede and Garou. Garou wasn't using his full speed. There's no reason for him not to use his full speed, because, like, he's trying to save the helicopter. Why would he not be going full speed? He's trying to save people. He's also just blatantly fighting alongside Metal Bat still, like, even after all the humans are evacuated. And the thing about anime too is it's always weird, because, like, in Dragon Ball Super, Bulma can, like, perceive how Frieza and Goku are fighting. So, like, you know, like, this regular human can just see gods who move, like, millions of times faster than light. Like, anime is just weird like that. True Baldness. Invincible is a great series and comic. Yeah, I need to catch up on that, because, like, I know it's great, but I just need to watch it. This is why Carnage Kabuto is very strong. Base Carnage is about as strong as released Boros. No. Bro, come on. He got one shot. He got beat by Dark Shine. He just has good instincts and, like, sensory capabilities. He just sensed that he would be, like, killed by Saitama if he attacked. Meanwhile, Armored Boros could sense, like, immeasurable energy and stuff like that. Like, Boros sensed him way better. Come on, dude. No. Unless you think Darkshine can fight full power base Boros, yeah. Speaking of getting farmed in the same VR thing, Zombie Man gets destroyed by base Kabuto. Yeah, like, over and over again, he gets killed, but then he just, like, regenerates because of his immortality. They couldn't perceive Garou versus Platinum S and Flash, but they perceive Garou versus Sage Centipede. Maybe because Sage Centipede is, like, several kilometers long, you know. And sound does travel way slower than these characters would be at this point. So, that too, if you're saying, like, they reacted to the sounds and stuff like that. Again, like, I might need to, like, reread the fight or anything, but, like, still, Garou just blitzed Platinum S, that he's trying to save people, there is absolutely no reason for him to be holding back. Like, the helicopter actually would have crashed at one point if it wasn't for Metal Bat coming in for the save. So he definitely should scale to Garou. And even when other people aren't around, like Garou and Metal Bat both going all out, like to kill Sage Centipede, there's no reason for Garou to be holding back. They're still relative. So I think it's just a weird, like, scaling. DBS Krillin can take on Super Saiyan Blue Goku, like what? No, that's just suppressed Goku, but yeah, it's kind of weird. What if Z Broly landed on Earth instead of Goku? Oh, Earth is destroyed. Earth is done for. Because, like, Broly can survive in space, there's no way he's getting that head bump that Goku got. Like, he would just tank it, grow up to be a savage, and just blow up the planet. It would actually be pretty sad. Prime Bang, Bomb and fully pumped up Metal Bat over Tatsumaki, Platinum S in first form Monster Garou. Debatable. If we have Nemesis from Resident Evil in One Punch Man, what level would you scale him at? I don't know who Nemesis is. I haven't watched the Resident Evil series or played the games or anything. Monster Garou and Cosmic... Meteoric Burst Boros. I would say Boros, but there's a video coming up on that. Cosmic Fear Gloribos on the list yet? Nah. Nah. He's too OP. He couldn't be contained in the list. Oh my god. Carnage mode is stronger than Cosmic Garou because when Saitama's Mad Punch destroys solar systems, Carnage got hit by a similar attack. Oh my god. Yo, nah. That's infallible scaling. Let's put him on the level of Snack. Carnage is now officially on the level of Snack, the Saitama Destroyer. I'm not soldered, but Meteoric Burst annihilates Garou. That isn't Cosmic Fear. Yeah. DBZ Broly is even more evil than Frieza. I'd say he's like more instinctively evil, and he's like a flexing type evil. Like he's badass, he just wants to flex and like destroy people. Frieza is more like a twisted evil, I would say. Like he's less straight up and more of like a manipulator and who enjoys like people suffering more than Broly. But yeah, it's like they're pretty comparable. Broly got stabbed by a knife. Well, that knife could have been enhanced by Vegeta's ki. Because, like, we know people can enhance objects with their ki. Plus, like, Baby Broly had, like, a power level of 10,000, which is greater than Raditz in anything. So, I think Broly could survive a fall and not get a head bump. Platinum S low above Dragon is based. Yeah, I think he's there. Goketsu solos all. Blue over Tatsumaki. I haven't caught up to the webcomic yet. I know who Blue is, but I don't know what he does. Alright, let's get back to the tier list, because I took a long break reading the chat. So Goketsu, let's do him next. It's weird, because like, I want to do a video on him at some point, but my initial thoughts right now is that people do scale him above Carnage Kabuto because of the whole Genos saying he's never faced a monster like this before. But the thing is, Genos never actually faced Carnage mode, Carnage Kabuto, because he only saw him fighting other people. We wouldn't really know if he can, like, perceive Carnage Kabuto's abilities all that well, like if he can know how strong his punches are or anything like that. So, it's kind of weird. I would say Goketsu is definitely at least High Dragon, though. I don't think he's Peak Dragon. I think he's like High Dragon. I think him and Darkshine are pretty debatable. Because, like, Genos does say that Goketsu is like above Carnage Kabuto. Not directly, but he like says he's like unlike any other monster I faced before. But the thing is, Genos never faced Carnage mode, Carnage Kabuto. The best you could say is that Goketsu had comparable speed, because Genos would have seen how fast Carnage Kabuto is moving. But you can't say he had like the same attack potency or anything like that, because how would Genos know how much attack potency Carnage Kabuto has? He only ever fought base Carnage Kabuto. Let's do Boros and his crew. I don't have his crew here, actually. Well, I have a few of them. I don't know where Melzergard is. I don't see him here, but I have the other two. But the thing is, they have no scaling. Because, like, we don't know how strong they are. They just both get one-shot by Saitama. Goketsu, even if he's not stronger than Darkshine, would likely win, since he wasn't a martial artist. Yeah, like, I think he's debatable with Darkshine. I think he could beat him. Webcomic Genos is at least top 5 S-Class. Oh, the current Genos is at least top 5 S-Class. Let's actually do 10-second Genos right now. 10-second Genos is definitely in this tier. It's just arguable where he is exactly, but I personally would place him at the bottom. Because he's able to, like, clash with Sairochi's beams, which can slice continents apart. And then... yeah, that's pretty much all that needs to be said. Like, they would upscale from Orochi massively as well. Because, like, Orochi got Psychos plus God Power plus Fusion Amp. And then Genos is just clashing with that in his 10-second mode. Like, he's disintegrating everybody below him, honestly. I think both generals are dragons. Yeah, where in Dragon are they? That's the exact thing that I would say. Because, like, we don't know their scaling. Like, you can say low dragon, you can say mid dragon. It's like unquantifiable where they scale because their only feats are getting dumped on by Saitama. Who was a world champion type martial artist before monsterizing. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the super fight tournament, how strong are the people there? Because most of them are kind of fodder. Like the bottom tier S-class heroes, like Lightning Max and Snack. Well, Snack isn't bottom tier, but you know, Lightning Max, like a bottom tier hero, is able to beat most of the characters in the tournament. And like Suiryu and Saitama were like the only impressive people in the actual tournament. And then Garou also won a tournament earlier on. We also have confirmation that Bakuzan was like a champion 2 years in a row or something like that. And obviously he's like below Suiryu. So we don't really know how strong human Goketsu would be, because like him being a world champion doesn't really scale him too high. Like he'd be low dragon at best. Gorobas' true form is stronger than Boros. Facts. Bro, I want to make a Gorobas video at some point. Garou was compared to Tots by Marauder 1. It's just that he can like throw objects without friction getting in the way. Like he can negate friction basically. Like that's something he has over Tatsumaki, because Tatsumaki can't do that. But in terms of raw power, Tatsumaki is definitely way above. Put Saitama in irrelevant as a joke. No, not a joke, man. Did you see the series? Like he takes credit for other heroes' work. King beats monsters. Saitama comes in, gets all the credit. He can't even kill a mosquito, which is something I, a normal human, can do. So like he's bottom tier of irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Like, come on. It's not a joke. Gugenshu is nowhere near Tatsumaki. Yeah, Gugenshu is more skilled than Tatsumaki, but Tatsumaki has much more raw power. Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so who's up next? Who do we have next? So let's actually do Elder Centipede right now, because some characters scale off of Elder Centipede. Where is that boy Centipede? So I feel like he's High Dragon as well, because like Bang and Bomb actually say they can't beat him, which is weird. Like, would that place him like Peak Dragon because they can't beat him? I don't think so. I think it's more so just like them getting a bit retconned later on in the series. But I do want to make a video on like Elder Centipede as a character, because he has some interesting scaling. Because again, like Bomb and Bang literally say they can't beat him. And it's not just Phoenix, man. It's like they literally say they can't beat him. So like Bang presumably would know about his awakening breath, you know, and Bomb would presumably know about that too. And they say they can't beat him. So like, it's weird. It's really weird. And, you know, maybe he's Peak Dragon. Who knows? What do you guys think? High Dragon for Elder Centipede sounds right. Elder Centipede above Goketsu, yeah. Saitama is sub-cat level. Facts, he gets scratched by a normal cat. In any case, like, I want to make a video on Elder Centipede. I'll just say he's like High Dragon for now. But I want to do a more in-depth look at him because of the whole Bang and Bomb statement. So then, you might not like this, but in theory, Gyoro should actually scale above Elder Centipede based off of some things. Because Psychos thinks Tatsumaki can beat Elder Centipede. Like, she says Tatsumaki's like one of the 4 that can beat Elder Centipede. But then she's confident Gyoro can beat Tatsumaki. So, yeah. Wonder what you guys think. Top of High Dragon for Elder Centipede. Some would argue bottom of Peak Dragon. Yeah. Bomb and Bang can beat him because they're more like one-on-one straight brawlers, while Elder Centipede has that size and durability. Rover would destroy Elder Centipede and he's a High Dragon. I mean, if anything, like, if Elder Centipede was Peak Dragon, that would make Rover Peak Dragon too, due to upscaling from Elder Centipede. It's not like it would downplay Elder Centipede, it would just upscale Rover. They don't have enough AP to destroy something that big quick enough. Yeah, it's possible. In my opinion, Rover, Golden Ass, and Elder Centipede, I think, or like what? What is HS? Actually, hold on. What is HS? I don't know. The strongest cadres, Golden S, HS are the only cadres that can casually body other high dragons, and Rover is crazy. Rover is cracked. Yeah, we'll get to Rover. Garou in between Goketsu and Elder. No, I would say Garou is like above Elder based off that statement, because like she's confident she can beat Tatsumaki. Like suppress Tatsumaki, of course, but she like thinks Tatsumaki beats Elder Centipede and thinks she can beat Tatsumaki. And she's seen Elder Centipede fighting and stuff, so like in theory, she should just be above Elder Centipede. Shouldn't Elder Centipede be higher since he survived Blast and Blast held off Cosmic Fear Garou? See, that's the thing too, like with the whole retcon thing that I was talking about, like Elder Centipede may have been kind of retconned in the series, at least a bit, but the thing with Blast 2 is that we know God interfered with that battle, so it's possible that Blast could have just killed him, but God prevented that from happening. Like, it's possible. Rover isn't Peak Dragon. We can go over to that later. Elder Centipede, Monster Garou. Which Monster Garou exactly? Because there's like 20 different versions. I don't think he beats Golden Ass, but he's certainly in that range of power. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, Homeless Emperor. Oh yeah, HE Homeless Emperor. Yeah, Homeless Emperor is like kind of weird too. Because the thing about him is that he's never really referred to as like one of the strongest cadres. Because it's always these two that get hyped up, like Goketsu and Elder Centipede. But then later on, when Black S finds out how strong Homeless Emperor really is, he's like, oh, what? Like, nobody told me he was this strong, what the hell? So, like, it's possible that Homeless Emperor was concealing a lot of his power. I feel like he's bare minimum, like, above Acid Ugly, because he destroyed him. You know, like, even if Acid Ugly just, like, charged at Homeless Emperor, his regular blasts are enough to damage Acid Ugly. His Spirit Bombs should definitely be able to, like, vaporize him and stuff. Bang was going to use Awakened Breath against Elder Centipede, and the only time Bang used it was against Monster Garou. It makes sense, since Phoenix Man says only Blast Tatsumaki King and Drive Knight can beat him. Yeah, that's a fair line of scaling. So, like, does it go like this? Is Elder Centipede here, and then Garou is in the same tier as Golden S? You know, like, that's the thing with One Punch Man. Some of the scaling is pretty weird. Maybe Blaz didn't have all his powers when he fought Elder Centipede. It's possible, but at the same time we know he's been fighting God for a long time now. So like, how much stronger would he have gotten over the last few years? It's possible he could have gotten way stronger. Possible he didn't get stronger at all. It's kind of weird. Homeless Emperor, Mid-Dragon. No, Homeless Emperor beat up Acid Ugly. Like, Acid Ugly was like down on the ground, but he can still damage Acid Ugly. So, again, like, he should definitely be able to defeat Acid Ugly, I think. Homeless Emperor's feats against Tatsu were pretty wild, with just so many energy blasts. Yeah, like, Tatsumaki's able to dodge when fatigued, but Tatsumaki scale is really high in general. So, the amount of blast that Homeless Emperor can produce is actually crazy. For now, I'll say it's like... I'll say it goes like this for the time being. Like, is everybody happy with this? Like, Peak Dragon, Golden S, Garou, and Elder Centipede, and then the High Dragon is like Goketsu, Homeless Emperor, Acid Ugly, and Darkshine. Like, would everybody be happy with this? Because I feel like there are multiple ways of scaling here. Like, I'll make in-depth videos on, like, Elder Centipede and people like that at some point. And then we get to Orochi. I don't think I actually have post-redraw Orochi here. So let's just rank Orochi as one character, because I feel like he ranks the same regardless. He's just blatantly stated above any monster in the association. I feel like he's Peak Dragon, like top of Peak Dragon, above Golden S. Yeah, I'm cool with this so far. Garou doesn't feel right. I know! But it's like weird, but it's stated. I don't feel comfortable placing Gyoro next to Golden S, but like, I mean, it kinda happens. Like, Gyoro is confident she can beat Tatsumaki, and Tatsumaki, like, she thinks Tatsumaki beats Elder Centipede, so therefore she could beat Elder Centipede probably, in her mind at least, so like, it's kind of weird. I don't use Gyoro's trash statement, so I think he's like mid-demon. Yeah. Why are the statements trash though? Like, why would they be trash? The only thing she ever miscalculates is like Tatsumaki's full power. That's like the only thing she miscalculates. At least from what I can remember. Do Prime Bang and Bomb next. Yeah, I can. Hold on. I should do actually like normal Bang first, I feel. So like Awakening Breath. Again, it's like weird to put him next to Orochi. Because like, he's way faster, but Orochi is way stronger, so like who wins? It's kind of complicated. I would need to look into like some calcs or something like that. Above Peak Dragon. I mean, maybe. Maybe I can add another tier. Oh my god. Simile. I won't comment on that, but Labas, I'll say that. I feel like Homeless Emperor should be low Peak Dragon. It's debatable, because like he was hiding his true power from the rest of the association, so it's possible. I'll say that. I understand why you didn't put Mr. Kenji on the list. Yeah, Kenji would unironically go like. Actually, Kenji goes like next to Darkshine. So yeah. Orochi's planetary level. There's a calc for that, but like Emperor of Mankind said, he needed to pull power from the core. So like the calculation is like planetary, but in lore, he needs the power of the Earth to like do multi-continental stuff. So like it's kind of weird. New tier above Peak Dragon. Yeah, maybe, but the thing is, like, Bang does scale to Elder Centipede based off of those statements from earlier. So it's like, it's weird, because, like, he also should scale to Golden S based off of the Garou stuff. Like, this whole tier is so complicated to do. Like, I might need to make, like, a whole in-depth, like, video going into it. Like, for now, I'll just leave them in the same tier. Because it's weird. It depends on how you scale them. I think Orochi should be bottom of low above Dragon. Yeah, we can rank him here. But the thing is, then, like... Orochi should be, like, a tier higher. We can do something a bit different. Say like, actually no, I'll just delete this row for now. I'll just do this. Well, okay, I don't want to piss people off. I'll say Metal Bat is like in the same tier as these people. I'll say like Tatsumaki and Psycho Orochi are like mid above Dragon. Orochi and like Platinum S are low above Dragon. Does that work? Fringe above Dragon and Fringe God. We can... I don't think that's necessary at the moment. When we get to Garou forms, then we can add more tiers, because like he has like 10 forms that are like above Tatsumaki and stuff, but... Yeah. Let's do Evil Ocean Water next, and Sage Centipede next. Where is Sage Boy? Where is Sage Centipede? Here he is. I feel like these two are mid above Dragon comfortably, for reasons I already stated in like a previous video, where I was like ranking One Punch Man characters in terms of strength. Like all four of them have like similar level of calcs going for them. Sage Centipede is like blatantly above Platinum S Metal Bat. And like Evil Ocean Water is crazy too. Like just by existing, he generates like multi-continental levels of energy. There have been calcs for that. Yeah, that actually works better. Yeah, that works. Alright. I wish I had a fringe. I mean, I can rename Low Above Dragon to Fringe Above Dragon, but it doesn't really change anything. But Evil Ocean Water, a lot over Sage. See, the thing is, with calculations, Sage actually has better AP scaling, but they're like comparable. I'd say they can't really kill each other, because like Sage can't destroy Evil Ocean Water, but Evil Ocean Water can't really destroy Sage Centipede either. Sage has way greater durability than Evil Ocean Water's attack potency. So I feel like they're comparable. The ranking from 4 months ago was a good one. Yeah, thanks. I'd say Ocean Water is above Sage Centipede. Yeah, I put him above, but it's just like they're comparable. Fringe would cover up my fight. Alright, let's rename it to Fringe Above Dragon, I guess. Doesn't matter too much. Fringe. Oh wait, no, wrong tier. Fringe Above Dragon. Sage and Ocean Water I think would be slightly above Psycho Orochi. I would say, personally, I would disagree because Orochi has, like, Psycho's Orochi has similar scaling to them in terms of AP and durability. And then she just has many hacks on top of that. She has, like, better regeneration, telekinesis, all sorts of different abilities. So, I do think Psycho's Orochi is above them, but it's, like, debatable. It's, like, a good topic. These four are, like, in the same tier, I think. They're, like, the gatekeepers of, like, the peak tiers of One Punch Man. They're, like, the bottom of the top tiers, in my opinion. Fringe above peak high dragon. That would be a wild title. So for Rover, I feel like he's like here, like next to Garou. He's like above Elder Centipede pretty comfortably. Like Garou is confident that Rover could actually do something to Tatsumaki after Tatsumaki bodies Garou. Because she like tries to summon Rover when she can't get through to Orochi. And like thinks that Rover would at least make a good distraction. So I feel like Rover is definitely here too. In Peak Dragon. Rover is just like one of my favorite cadres, honestly. I love him so much. He's a dog, I mean come on. What's not to love about a dragon level dog monster? Sage Centipede above first form Monster Garou above Tatsumaki. It depends on the speed scaling, but I personally disagree. But again, I likely talk about this in like a big in-depth video. Perfected Fist Garou one-shot Sage feat for perfecting his fist. Can Tatsu even do that considering that Sage is more durable than Psycho Orochi and way bigger? More durable is debatable again, because they have similar level calcs, like Psycho Orochi and Sage Centipede. Like, the thing is, Orochi and Sage Centipede are both calced to be, like, small planet level. Psycho Orochi would upscale from Orochi. Her Continent Slicing Beam is, like, moon level calced, and, like, some other calc split are at, like, planet level. Again, it's, like, weird scaling, but I think they're in the same tier, at least. Like, that's something we can all agree on, I feel. Rover also took a blow from Saitama, so he should go in irrelevant. Now, taking a blow from Saitama is like nothing. Saitama can't kill a mosquito. Alright, I don't think we can do the full tier list in this one stream. So, let's rank all the relevant characters. So, Black S. I feel like he comfortably goes in like High Dragon. Like, anywhere here is fine with me. Because, like, he can't kill a lot of these people above him. Like, the thing about him is he could eventually he would overwhelm Bang. Like, people like Bang, he would eventually overwhelm, like, out-stamina them. But then against, like, Elder Centipede would probably just not be affected. He'd probably have good enough stamina to just keep fighting. So, Black S is weird. Yeah, what's up, Sadri? Huge fan here. Thanks. Appreciate it. Rover survived every disaster in the Monster Association arc. Yeah, he kind of did, but it's also like he was buried deep underground. We can't be certain that any of those catastrophes hit him. But regardless of that, it's like he's definitely peak dragon. Black S below Darkshine, it's fair. The thing is, Darkshine would eventually like fall asleep when fighting, and maybe somehow, some way, Black S could like crawl into his mouth and kill him from the inside or something. I don't know, but like it's fine. Personally, I can have Black S anywhere in this tier. Black S mid-high would get bodied by Darkshine alone. Yeah, like the individual clones get bodied, but like as a unit, they just gonna keep coming. And I actually went to do a calc for this. Could Darkshine kill every single Black S within his lifespan? Because there's like 60 trillion of Black S. So like, could Darkshine kill all of them before he dies of old age? Like, that's something I actually want to calculate at some point. Black S bottom of a dragon, since Darkshine and Acid Ugly dominate him. Yeah, for the most part. Alright, I'm gonna have to bounce. Nice stream. Keep it up, Sautery. Yeah, thanks. See ya, Victor. Have a good day. Alright, so I feel like we can get into Garou forms now. But I don't know if I can do every single one. Because, like, I'm kind of tired now. But I'll just do, like, the top tier ones. So Spiral Garou is like high dragon. I would say above Darkshine because he's like relative to Darkshine in strength and he just has better skill. And he would get melted by Acid Ugly. So I feel like that's fair to have Spiral Garou next to Darkshine. Then initial Monster Garou, I would place like here, like next to Bang. Actually, no, Bang would defeat this Garou for the most part. I feel like this Garou is like Golden S level, like somewhere around there. Are we leaving Boros for last? I'm doing a video on Boros right now, actually. I hope to have it out within like a week from now. So yeah, we'll do Boros still in this list after we do Garou. But I will explain Boros like placements later on in a video of his own. What about Atomic Samurai with the Sunblade? Yeah, we can do him a little bit later. Wouldn't be above Gold Sperm? Who? Garou? Like, it's debatable. I'd say it's like debatable. This Garou versus Golden S. Because the thing you have to remember is Golden S isn't actually that much weaker than Platinum S. Because actually, like, it might go here actually. Because Golden S is like 80% as strong as Platinum S. Platinum S is like 54 trillion cells, and Golden S is like 43 trillion, I think. So, yeah, the gap between them shouldn't actually be big at all. It would only be like a couple, like a 20% or something like that. So I feel like Golden S being here is fair. And then we can just have Garou and Bang be beside one another. What do you guys think? Wait for me, I'm a calc if Darkshine could kill them all. Alright. Well, we know the Sunblade Atomic beats Golden S. That's the thing, we can do him right now. I feel like he scales like next to Golden S, but the thing is Golden S can react to his movements and intercept him from a pretty wide distance away. So, just looking into that, I feel like the Atomic would still be like peak dragon. Because like Golden S can blitz over to a charging Atomic Samurai and like intercept his attack. Atomic Samurai can overcome Golden S's durability. But in an actual fight, I feel like Golden S would still win. See, it's like weird. Is like Atomic above Bang? Like a tier above Bang? I don't think so. I think they're pretty comparable. That's the thing with scaling. It gets kind of weird. Golden S has more cells than Platinum S. I mean, technically in the beginning, he might actually have more, because like he lost 12 trillion with his arm. And then he added, like Black S added 11 trillion to Golden S to make Platinum S. And that was after Golden S had lost 12 trillion cells already with his arm. So like, yeah, actually they're like the same level. They're like the same level. It's kind of wild. Where would a hypothetical Diamond S be? What would Diamond S even be, though? I am... no comment. No comment on that. For multiple reasons. Is it you who came up with the idea that Golden S and Platinum S were similar? Just specified for durability and speed? Like... I would say that... To say that one of them was like specialized in one thing and the other was specialized in another is kind of headcanon. Because like people argue that Platinum S was specialized for speed, Golden S was specialized for durability and strength. But like there's not really an argument for that. Big and bulky doesn't always mean slow. Because then like Monster Garou, like this big chunky boy, would be slower than like early Garou, which just isn't true. So it's kind of weird to scale. But I feel like I'm pretty happy with the way the tier list looks like right now, like it is here. But, like, maybe Atomic could go a tier higher. It's weird. Platinum has a big gap, it's not 20%, it's the perfect merge. Yeah, but like, what is the perfect merge? Like, what is the multiplier of it, if there even is one? Like, is there a multiplier? Is it exponential? Like, we just don't know. But I will say, for the sake of keeping this tier list nice, I'll put Golden S in Peak Dragon. And then Platinum S in Fringe above Dragon. Like, for the sake of this tier list. But I will say that there are definitely arguments for Golden S being, like, nearly as strong as Platinum. Why no comment? Because no comment. I do not want to comment on Diamond S in any way, shape, or form. I feel like most powerful form would be Goddess. Oh, no comment. Absolutely no comment. I think I know I think I know why Mr. What If, man. Oh, God. No comment. Sunblade without time limit should be Platinum S or Orochi level. Yeah, possible. But, like, with a time limit, he's, like, Peak Dragon, I think. Diamond Sperm would be like nearly 70 trillion cells. Maybe. I still think Platinum S way above Golden S because Black has described Platinum as the true me and perfected and flawless, which he didn't say for Golden. Yeah, it's pretty debatable. Golden S didn't lose 12 trillion, he lost an arm. The merges are one cell per entity. Like, that's weird, because the wording is like, Golden S has my right arm of 12 trillion, and then he's like shocked that it was cut off. And we have confirmation that Golden S is made up of 43 trillion at the moment when he merges with Black S to make Platinum S. So it wouldn't make sense for him to say 12 trillion unless it was in his arm, because he's like the full him is made up of 43 trillion, not 12 trillion. So it's like kind of weird. Where would Vibranium S, Adamantium S be? Goddess would be the like perfect 100 trillion. Yeah. Wow, I calced and Darkshine could kill 220 billion Black S in his life. It depends on how you calc it, but yeah, that's a fair estimate, I would say. Goddess doing the swap. Oh my god. Yeah, alright, let's get back to the tier list, because I want to rank some of these other characters. So then, this would be Exploding Heart Release Fist Garou. He's just blatantly like above Bang, able to one-shot him. But Bang does take a couple of attacks from him. It's just that like Garou just grows stronger throughout the fight and eventually outdoes Bang, and then he's able to like one-shot him. So I feel like this Garou is like top of peak Dragon. Maybe you could argue Fringe above Dragon too. Like, you can make that argument. Then away Garou. I feel like he's like below Platinum S right now, because this Garou can go like in either tier. It's fine. I use the size of Black S and Destructive Power. I did not account for Darkshine sleeping. Yeah. Sun and Moonblade Atomic B. That's weird, because we don't know how strong he would be with both blades. But I would estimate he'd be like maybe Tatsumaki level, like give or take, maybe. So I feel like this Garou, the one that like one-shots Bang, is like here for the most part, or he could be like a tier above. In speed they're relative, in AP Garou is above him. But I'll say he's like here. Then Perfected Fist Garou would be just like at the top of the mid above Dragon tier. He like one-shot Sage Centipede. We could actually place him at high above Dragon at this point, because he's pretty crazy. He just one-shot Sage Centipede. Bomb does say during the battle, if Bang used Exploding Hercules Fist, he could have won. Yeah, that's the thing. So this Bang is like just the Awakening Breath, not the Exploding Hercules Fist. But I'll say where I would rank Exploding Hercules Fist when we get to that. Another character I want to rank is Flashy Flash. Where is he? So Flashy Flash, in theory, should be like here. But the thing is, we have blatant confirmation that Platinum S was holding back against Flashy Flash. Because after Flashy Flash goes down, both Platinum S and Garou speed up far above where Flashy Flash was. But you can also argue that Garou can damage Platinum S a little bit at the beginning of the fight, and then Flashy Flash can take hits from that Garou and not die, which would put him above Bang in terms of durability. So I feel like here is fine for Flashy Flash. And then if I ranked Awakening Breath Bang, like with Exploding Heart Release Fist, then I would place him in this tier alongside Flashy Flash. But for regular Bang, like just in character, he's like here, I would say. What do you guys think? Bori took a hit from Platinum. Yeah, it's like suppressed Platinum, but yeah. Bang is nerfing himself on purpose. Yeah. So that's the thing, like Bang, I'm sad I don't have like another Bang in here. Cause like I have like younger versions of him, but I don't have like a hypothetical Exploding Heart Release Fist Bang. Cause like if he used the fist, I think he'd be like alongside Flashy Flash, but if he doesn't, he's just like a tier below. Then for other versions of Garou, we can just add another tier. Let's see. Just peak above Dragon, I guess. So peak above Dragon would be like all of these versions of Garou. Because he gets stronger. He gets like a lot stronger as he fights. But it's just that I don't want to make like 3 separate tiers for all of these Garous, so I'll just place them all in one tier. Flashy Fanboy didn't have a sword. Yeah, but it wouldn't really be amping his speed, it would just amp his AP, like attack potency. Gotta go to the grocery store, Sia. Sia clinched. Flashy Flash didn't have a sword, and as we saw with Sonic and Deep Seeking, it's a big difference from not even harming Deep Seeking to being able to kill him. Yeah, but like, the thing is, it doesn't increase speed, it just increases attack potency. And we know that Platinum S is just blatantly like a lot faster than Flashy Flash was. Like I said, Prime Bang over Tatsumaki and Platinum S. You know, we can do Prime Bang. So, where is he? Here he is. So Prime Bang, with like Exploding Hercules Fist, amped up by like all of his like youthful self, like younger body, with Exploding Hercules Fist, with Water Stream Fist. I think he's like in the mid above Dragon tier, but it's unclear where exactly he would be. Like, I think he's, like, in this tier, but it's just, like, debatable in which... I'll put him in, like, mid above Dragon, you know? He could be anywhere in this tier, in my opinion. Sword could make him more aerodynamic. Yeah, maybe. I'll add a couple new categories. Let's get the meme placements out of here too. Just to not have to deal with them anymore. So, Cosmic Garou would be a tier above of all of these Garous because Saitama just one-shots Monster Garou, and then Cosmic Garou comes in, he's confident he can beat Saitama even before copying him at all, and he's able to surprise Saitama with his speed. And then, the last Garou I would have here is like Peak Garou, so he's like God. Like, this would be like finish of the Saitama battle, so he's just blatantly God. Then, we can also stop playing around and place Saitama here. And we can also place God here. Like I said, I do believe God is currently stronger than Saitama, but Saitama will likely surpass him in the future. We got Fringe God. No snack, rip snack. Wait, what happened to Carnage? Carnage was scaled to a high level before, but now we're done scaling him to that level. That's what happened. So now for Boros. Ooh. See, the thing is, I'm working on that video right now. Like, it's coming out in like probably a week's time. I'm just gonna say where I rank these versions of Boros, but not elaborate any further. Would that be alright with you? Just to rank these Boroses and not elaborate any further, and then you'll get like a 40-minute video going in depth about Boros, like super in depth, later on, sometime like this week or another week. Is that alright with you guys? In the meantime, because there's a delay in the chat, I'm gonna rank Prime Bomb. He would be like Prime Bang level. He's like next to him. I can do Old Bomb too. Old Bomb would be like here, but like in this tier. And this is like while nerfed, he's able to keep up with this Garou. So if he was like fully powered up, not having to spend energy healing Tank Top Master, maybe he could scale like to Bang at his strongest. Boros below Final Monster Garou. Yeah. A 1 week Boros, yeah. Why not, I guess? Sure, yes, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Thumbs up, sounds good, yeah. Okay. 40 minutes of Boros. Well, it's gonna be like a video about how strong Boros is, not a what if. The what if is coming on the 1st of July. But yeah, so I'm just gonna rank these Boroses and not elaborate any further. So this Boros is here. That Boros is here. And that Boros is here. Debatably, this Boros can be here. Those are the placements. And you can't change my mind. Can I go a little in depth at least? No, not yet. I'm gonna make you wait for that video. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make you wait for that because I'm spending so much time on it. So yeah, I will say in a fight, this Garou could be this Boros. But in terms of stats, this Boros is above this Garou. It's that this Garou would need to grow stronger to beat this Boros. Damn. I know I'm hyped for any Boros content. Alright. Yes. Good to hear that. 1 hour what if. I'm gonna say I have planned some what ifs, which might end up being more than an hour long. So, yeah. Yes, Boros is a god. I believe in you. Yeah, those placements are good. That is equal to mine. I respectfully disagree. Yeah, that's fine too. So release Boros is continental. Release Boros is planetary. I'm gonna say that. Release Boros is planetary. I will gladly wait for new One Punch Man content. This is about where I would place Boros. Now I'm curious, not really hanging. This makes sense actually. Anime Boros is OP. Yeah, but even Manga Boros is actually stronger than Anime Boros. Unironically. Because he has some certain statements that Anime Boros does not. It's just the collapsing star roaring cannon, which, like, there are arguments for that too. Like, we'll be going into that at some point. Anime Boros goes hard as hell. Yeah, he does. My favorite fight in the series. Even with all the Garou battles, it's still my favorite. Can't wait when you release that video. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad to hear that. But in any case, this has been a long tier list. There are other characters I could rank. Let's do Blast, because I feel like people will be interested in Blast. Blast, top of Fringe God, I would say. He's not on the level of like P, Garou, and Saitama, but he's like top of Fringe God, I would say. Isn't there some mistranslation on how powerful the collapsing Tauron cannon is? Debatably mistranslations. Because that's like the thing about the collapsing Tauron cannon. It's weird to scale. You could argue even higher than planetary for Boros, depending on how much you think he downscaled from star level. Blast over Earth Cosmic Garou. Yeah, those are fair. Those are both fair statements to make. Because Blast did react to like serious punches and then teleport away their clash. He couldn't teleport it far, but he still teleported them away. And we know that a serious punch deflected the collapsing star roaring cannon, so he could definitely like deflect the collapsing star roaring cannon with portals and stuff like that. Like sadly. It didn't once state that was star level. One specifically did not state that, I will say that. At least I don't know. Like, I'm not aware of that. Bakuzan looking amazing with that broken nose. Rank him. Alright, where is Bakuzan with that broken nose? He's like, I don't know, mid-dragon, low mid-dragon, low dragon. It's fine. He can go into any of these placements and I'd be fine with it. He did get his toe broken by Suiryu, who I would consider to be like low dragon or low to mid dragon at most. So like Bakuzan can go like anywhere here. Like it's fine. Due to Blast being so close to Sirius one squared, him being peak of Fringe God fits. Yeah. Blast over speed of light. Yeah, for sure. Even characters like early series Genos can be scaled to speed of light. Like unironically. If you're a bit generous. Keep in mind Blast held back. In speed he wouldn't be holding back. But in AP, like maybe in destructive capacity he would be. Minato is high dragon, Hashirama is peak dragon. I won't go into that too much, because like Naruto versus One Punch Man, arguments can be made, I'll say that. Wait, what do you mean sadly? Because I like Boros way more than I like Blast, and I'm sad that Blast beats Boros. But I can at least sulk in the fact that in the What If Boros Turned Good series, Boros will eventually surpass Blast. My guy WoW is just talking different franchises now. Yeah, but like the comparisons come up, like it's only natural to compare different series to each other. Human Bakuzan is the guy. Rover is low above dragon. I personally would kind of disagree, but like, it's fair. Because, like, there are multiple ways of scaling Rover. And, let's say, Elder Centipede too. Like, there are multiple ways to do it. Wait, what? I thought Genesis was only recorded to be above the speed of sound in early series. That was, like, the very, very early series. He did, like, a feed that was way faster than sound. Then, like Crimson said, he dodges, like, lasers, which act like light and shows, like, properties and stuff like that. Then, Awakened Cockroach also says, if you attack at the speed of light, I'll still dodge, like, it doesn't matter. So, like, these characters can be scaled to light speed if you want to highball One Punch Man a bit. Boros versus Naruto. Naruto? Bro. Naruto is one of the weirdest series ever to scale. Bro, people scale Naruto anywhere from, like, continental to, like, multiversal. Like, I've never, ever seen another series where people disagree more on the scaling of the characters. But personally, I'll say that I would scale Naruto to, like, star level. Solar system if you're being generous to him. Like, that's where I'm willing to, like, cap Naruto off at best. That's where I'm willing to, like, agree with you, like, if you scale him there. But personally, I would say, like, star level is, like, consistent. So, like, I feel like Naruto, Sage of Six Paths as an adult would be, like, Fringe God, if you want my take on it. Naruto casually tanked an attack that cut the moon in half. The moon was hollow, to be fair. But yeah, it's like a large-scale attack. I don't like battleboarding, but I enjoy calculating my own stories, abilities, and characters to ensure consistency. Tiering system is useful as well. Yeah, that's interesting to hear. My own stories, do you mean like you have like your own stories written out or like in your head? Or do you have like a YouTube channel? Naruto over Boros? Yeah, for the most part. Bleach is like that as well, planetary to universal. Yeah, I've heard people argue like outerversal Bleach too. So like, it's wild. Like the big three in general are just so controversial to scale. Naruto scaling is weird as hell. Facts. I agree with Solar System due to Kaguya stuff and upscaling. Yeah. It's a fair highball, I will say. Baki is high above Dragon. I don't know much Baki scaling, but isn't like the best feat then of like Yujiro stopping an earthquake? That's like continental, multi-continental. So it would be like Fringe above Dragon to mid above Dragon. Naruto is 2 hacks. Yeah, he can, like, the thing is, he can make, like, thousands of clones and all sorts of hacks, so he definitely beats Boros, in my opinion. Where would Kratos be on the list? I don't scale Kratos, but he'd be, like, god level at least, probably, from what I've heard. Could be much higher. Goku's omniversal. Oh, Drake is making a video game. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually interesting to hear. I'd like to play it sometime when it's finished. How to Bleach the fuck? Yeah, I know, right? Like, people scale them to, like, everywhere. People get Bleach, Naruto to all these, like, wacky levels of power. And, like, I've heard all sorts of arguments for it, so... Baki's faster than the concept of light itself. Goku over Superman easy. It depends on what Goku and what Superman. But I will say the strongest Superman's kind of slap Goku. Not gonna lie. Baki's a weird one to scale, inconsistent. But I'm right about that being the best feat. I can see that. Baki's weird. Baki's really wacky from what I've heard. Saitama versus King. I mean, King does all the dirty work. Saitama just gets all the credit, so I feel like it's pretty obvious King wins. That Yujiro statement that he could kill Godzilla, wait, what? What? I mean, what version of Godzilla too? Because there's like 20 of them. I made an 11,000 word document on Bleach scaling. Get them to multi-solar. That's dedication. That's dedication right there. Didn't Superman lift a book with infinite pages? I don't know the scaling too well, but didn't he like actually not lift it? Like it was already floating, and like he had assistance from another character too. Like it's kind of weird. By the way, guys, would you like to do an anime tier list with me? Because I'm still down for that. I'm just a bit tired of the scaling, because there's still a lot to get through here. But I would be down to do a One Punch Man scale. Strongest Goku's 11D. I don't know all the non-canon Gokus. Shin Godzilla is one of the strongest Godzillas. He can evolve infinitely, so that's definitely something. When you cover your Boros video, I'd like to see more elaboration on the big power gap of Monster, Saitama, and his weaker self. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that. Because the whole like power creep thing going on with Saitama like training, one-shotting himself and stuff like that, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm probably gonna dip, got politics bits to watch. Alright, see ya. Bye. Goku easily beats Cosmic Art vs Superman, he's omniversal. I'm not gonna get into any of that. I don't know any of the non-canon Garous as well, so... Just another thing to keep in mind. I don't scale... Oh, not... Did I say Garous? I meant Gokus. Sorry, I'm kind of tripping right now. It's been a long time. By the way, I actually got curious when someone said they had like an 11,000 word document on Bleach scaling. I want to see how many thousands of words I've written out for the Boros series in general. Let me get a word counter real quick. Because I'm genuinely like curious how many words I've written for the Boros series. I'm gonna measure that real quick. $52,000 words. So the Boros series right now in total is 52,000 words. I actually expected a bit more, not gonna lie. Saitama trains still every day, it's been confirmed by One and Murata. Yeah, that's like, I'm gonna talk about it like I said. World of Darkness, SCP the Cthulhu Mythos. The strongest verses. I don't know too much about all those like crazy, like Lovecraftian verses. I'm writing my own comic and I'm up to 65,000 words. Oh, that's neat. What's the comic about? Infinity Ultron solos. Bro, there's like... there's like... debates about scaling now in the chat. 52k words. That's just over my novel series plot summary. Bro, I've got some creative people in the chat. Like comics, novels. Damn. That's pretty hype. SCP-682 versus Saitama. I mean, if it's like regular 682, then he's been like erased from existence and still came back. Like, it's actually like ridiculous with his regeneration and ability to remain alive. Minecraft versus Saitama, Steve versus Saitama. Bro, Steve claps. Steve has like above universal AP, lifting power, durability. Are you gonna upload the stream? Maybe. I think there's like a separate section where you can like upload streams. So like if I can find that, I might upload it there. If not, I'm gonna keep this unlisted for sure. Like, at least. So if you have the link, then you can definitely still see the stream whenever you want. Are you gonna upload the stream? Oh yeah, I wrote it out. That's a lot of words. I've only done 8,000 so far. Why do people still say Saitama has infinite strength and is a gag character even after the Garou fight? Yeah, it's kinda wonky. Have you seen Game Theory? I have. That's where the Steve scaling comes from. I have them. I've seen them. Like he can lift like universes in his arms, in his pockets. They used some AI to destroy SCP-682 and he still came back like Purple Guy. Bro, Purple Guy is wild. They should just kill him off already though. Like, come on. Why does he keep returning? The first major arc involves 4 heroes whose powers are based on the 4 fundamental forces, get targeted by the manifestation of the 7 deadly sins. That does sound interesting. I would like to read that, actually. Creative mode Steve enters the chat. Well, you watch Game Theory? Yeah, I do. I mean, it's not really that surprising, considering how popular they are. Because they get, like, what, millions of views on every video? So, yeah. In fact, most of the memers scales nowhere due to no cosmology and feats. Saitama is a knockoff Popeye. I don't know much about Popeye, but I know he's like a gag character, like a real gag character. But memes are funny, so they win. Yeah. Right, so would you guys like me to do this tier list for anime? Because I'd still be down. I wouldn't be explaining like too much, but just like my personal preference for all the anime I've seen. Because I'd be pretty down to talk about it. Someone also asked me before what my favorite anime was, so I could answer that here. I'm gonna take a moment to take a drink. I've been talking for so long. Yes, why not? Sounds fun to me, yes. Alright. Alright, so these are all the anime that I have seen or read at this point in time. So, starting off, let's just go in order. Attack on Titan. Or actually, no, let's start with the order that I watched them in. Because why not? I'm gonna start with the classics. The classic Dragon Ball series. So, funny enough, my first exposure to Dragon Ball was in the Raditz Saga, but then my dad like downloaded all of Dragon Ball for me. So I actually ended up watching Dragon Ball first before most of Z, which is something most people I know can't really say, because like most people got into it through Z. Wait, I watched 2,600 anime? Oh my god. Oh goddamn! Yeah, I hope that's a joke, but if it's not, how many hours did you spend on that? I want to know what your favorite anime is. Yeah, you'll know. You'll know soon enough. I've only seen a few animes. This is Strength, third best anime. Now, this is just how much I like them. It's not like objectively best anime or like how strong they are. This is just how much I like them. So for OG Dragon Ball, I'll go solid B tier. Like high B tier. They have very good fight scenes, very good narratives, good characters. A lot of the humans aren't shafted yet, so that's a positive too. They have some of the best fights in the series, like Piccolo versus Goku. Both fights, both Piccolos. Dragon Ball Z I'll put in A tier. Because it's just such a classic. Like, man, all the classic sagas like Saiyan arc, Frieza arc, Cell arc, Buu arc too. Like, as much as people meme the Boom arc, I still really like it. I actually rewatch Buu arc the most out of any other arc in the series. So, yeah, I think that's A tier is fair. I watched so many subbed anime that I know the entirety of Japanese from heart. Yeah. Then GT. GT is a step down. I'd say D tier. Same with Super. They both have their moments, but they're both also just like pretty mid, to be honest. Especially the manga for Super. Like if we're counting the Super manga right now, I might actually move it to like below GT. But overall, they're like pretty comparable for me. What do you guys think about GT versus Super? Because I know that's never gonna go away. I started watching anime when I was 3. That's actually pretty wild. I started when I was 5, I think. Yeah, when I was 5, I remember. Because there was like specifically a sign on the TV that like Dragon Ball was like PG-7 or something like that, and I was like, I was like 5, so I was like committing illegal acts like in my head at that point. So I specifically remember that. Have you watched Spy X Family? I haven't, but I've heard the name. I might watch it sometime in the future. My favorite is UI Goku because of the music. Yeah, like the initial theme, like not the one that like has lyrics and stuff like that, but just like the instrumental, where he like first unlocks Ultra Instinct and then goes on to like Blitz Jiren later on too with that theme. Like I really like that theme. Have you seen Ultra Vegito God Killer fan manga? I have not. Started when I was 9. Yeah, I think most of us like started in our like early years or like teenage years. DBS is better than GT. Goku Black Arc was great. Goku Black Arc, like it has some great moments, but it also doesn't really make sense. My dad was super into it. I finished Dr. Stone today. Yeah, I'll watch Dr. Stone at some point. Do you watch it when you sleep? I don't sleep. Maybe that's the secret to watching a lot of anime, damn. Recommend Code Geass? Yeah, I've heard good things about Code Geass. I still need to watch like Mob Psycho, Code Geass, Spy X Family. I want to watch the whole what's the name, like Promised Neverland. I need to catch up on some recent seasons of anime like Demon Slayer and what's the name, Vinland Saga. Then getting back to the tier list, Shippuden is gonna be an S tier for me. Naruto Shippuden, because it's like the anime that impacted me the most as I was growing up, and I've rewatched it a couple times. It still holds up pretty well. The fillers do suck, but Naruto will just always have like a special place in my heart. And if you want an answer to my favorite anime, that's my answer, Naruto. I'm just never gonna get bored of it. Though I will say that it kind of sucks that I've gotten into debating with Naruto, because like it kind of ruins the series a little bit to see like hate spread everywhere and like disagreeing with people all the time. But all in all, I would still say S tier. Like has my favorite villain, Pain, my favorite anime villain of all time. Has some of my favorite arcs. Naruto is one of my favorite protagonists, so yeah, I would say S tier. Then our OG Naruto would be an A tier. I would say below Z slightly. But OG has a lot of good characters, good moments, a lot of iconic moments too. Honestly, Goku unlocking UI in Goku Black Arc would have been cool. Yeah, maybe. Black Lagoon is another good one. I haven't heard about that one. Have you watched Yu-Gi-Oh? I have not. I have not watched Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, or Pokemon. Which... I had a different childhood. I was growing up with Beyblade and Bakugan for the most part. That makes sense. I can see why it's your favorite. Yeah, like it just warms my heart every time I watch it. Alright, then Attack on Titan is gonna be top of A tier for now. Because it's got extremely good writing, extremely good story. It's not quite S tier for me, personally, but I like it a lot. Like, even the recent seasons, which people have had mixed opinions on, I like a lot. The manga, too, I've read all of it, and I'll say I like the end. I like the ending. It could have been maybe better, but, you know, the whole controversy with the ending, I won't go into spoilers, but I'll say I like it. How can you not watch Pokemon? Because I just grew up, like, not in an area where Pokemon was popular, I guess. Because where I live, we had, like, Dragon Ball Z. We didn't even have Naruto. I discovered Naruto through YouTube. And then, like, my dad downloaded the first 2 arcs for me. And then, like, the first 2 arcs of Shippuden, specifically. And then I just somehow watched the rest of the series, somehow on internet. Who's the most overpowered character you know? Maybe the one above all or something like that. That's like the go-to pick for me, from Marvel. I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the card shooter wristband. Yeah, same with me. I have like Beyblade and Bakugan still lying around somewhere. I could definitely still find them, like... Either you're a Pokemon kid or a Beyblade kid. Yeah, maybe. What's Beyblade? No, you did not just ask that. Come on. You did not just ask what Beyblade is. Pre-retcon Beyonder. I don't really know too much about the whole OP characters. Right, then getting back to the topic, I would say Assassination Classroom is solid B tier. I originally had it higher back when I made like a Q&A about my favorite anime as well. But now I think it's like B tier. Like, it's solid. It's the only anime that ever made me cry. It's got a good protagonist, good supporting characters. Kuro Sensei is like a GOAT for sure. Best sensei in anime. But yeah, I'd say it's like B tier. I have a feeling most of you probably have not watched it yet. Assessment Classroom 6 out of 10. I would disagree, but it's fair. Like, it's fine. Different experiences for everyone. Bro, Lego scaling in chat. Right, Black Clover. I'd say top of B. It's not quite A tier for me, but I enjoyed it. I've watched it twice. I tried to get into the manga, but it's like too fast-paced for me. Like, I actually couldn't get into it because of how fast the pacing is. But it's solid. It's got some good characters. Despite what, like, you know, maybe it's a ripoff of Naruto, maybe not, I don't care. It's got enough unique things about it and enough branching off from Naruto to be its own thing, and I like it a lot. Have you ever watched the Lego movie? I have not. But I have watched a couple seasons of like Lego Chima and stuff back in the day. Like Lego Ninjago too. Those are like the only Lego series I watched. Then Bleach. Bleach is a solid A tier. I read the entirety of the manga and I watched the 1000 Year Blood War anime. I'd say it's top of A tier for me. It's not quite S tier, but it's definitely top 5 anime. And I definitely really enjoyed it. Kenpachi the GOAT, Ichigo the GOAT, like everybody the GOAT. The Bleach. The thing is, Ichigo does have like a lot of plot going for him. Like he's like part everything. Like it's a meme at this point. But still, I really like Bleach. Boruto. Now this one... I feel like I should have gotten 2 Borutos here because Boruto right now is F tier. Solid F tier right now what's going on in the manga. But before the Ishiki arc concluded, before Kishimoto took Boruto back over, I'd say it's a solid C or B. Like before Kishimoto came in and ruined the series. Because yes, I think Kishimoto coming in is what ruined the series for me. Now we have just like... I'm not going to go into manga spoilers for those of you who don't want to see manga spoilers for Boruto. But like it's... For me, it's absolutely garbage right now. There was like... In the last 20 chapters, I only liked the most recent one. I'll place it in C out of respect for what it used to be for me. But right now it would be F. Like current Boruto is F. Boruto all in all is like C for me. Wish Bleach didn't get its early anime butchered by censorship. I'm glad I did not watch the anime, precisely because of all those reasons that people did not like the anime. The fillers and stuff. Boruto A tier. Dang. Bleach is valid on A tier. Burrito. Bleach is 8 out of 10 for me. Dorito. Yeah, I'd say Bleach is like valid for me, like A tier, 8, 9 out of 10. I should start back on reading Boruto. Okay, I do not want to discourage you from reading Boruto because you might have a different experience than I had, and plenty of people do still enjoy Boruto. But like, if you're anything like me, I would say don't read the manga. But I mean, I don't want to like discourage you or anything, because like again, everybody has different opinions and stuff. But all in all, I'd say it's like C tier for me. Death Note, solid A tier. I'd say above DBZ and OG Naruto, but like below Attack on Titan and Bleach. Death Note has L, you know. Pretty obvious why I would enjoy L. It's also the only anime that ever had me close to tears aside from Assassination Classroom. So that's nice. Light is an excellent protagonist. The supporting cast is kind of weak at points, but all the characters that need to do stuff are great. So I'd say mid A tier, like 8, 9 out of 10. Now Boruto is always pretty F tier, just a horrible premise. Burrito is Z tier. Yeah, I can see why you'd think that, because like it's fine. Everybody has different takes. The only animes that are 9 out of 10 for me are One Punch Man, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Naruto. Yeah, that's fair. Although all of them are pretty good, pretty fire anime. Also, Ananas, how's it going? By the way, guys, you should totally check out The Wild and Ananas. He's in chat right now. Or at least he was a couple minutes ago. He does also do One Punch Man content and like power scaling and stuff like that. So that's fun. I rarely cry during anything I watch. I'm a soulless man. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty similar to me. I've cried twice when watching any show. Well, I've cried once. I've gotten close to tears once as well, but I wouldn't count that as crying. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Been fun. See ya, Emperor. I gotta go get ready for work, so bye, Satori. Yeah, thanks, Crimson. Bye. Have a nice day. Have had any haters? I have had a few. What's his name? I didn't hear you. The Wild and Ananas. Like, he was in chat a moment ago. He's like a profile picture of an ananas. A pineapple. Naruto chapter 699. Me and Sasuke are gonna change the world together. Boruto chapter 1. Not that. I mean, to some extent, yeah. What is this tier list about? This is just how much I like the anime that I have watched. These are all the anime I've seen or read. So like anime and manga. So this is just like what I think of them, personal opinion. Not like objective, like not like how well written I think they are or anything. Just like objective. No, subjective. I'm tripping. It's been a couple hours at this point. And back, can you show the One Punch Man real fast? Yeah, I can show the One Punch Man tier list. The lower tiers are kind of interchangeable, don't pay too much attention. It's like these top tiers that are more interesting in my opinion, and the ones that I care more about. Some of these are definitely interchangeable, like Bang could be like in several places, same with the Golden S and like Atomic, and then there's like a whole bunch of stuff there. I suggest watching the stream when you can. Like the full stream. Do you agree with Captain's Luffy versus Boros video? Luffy won. I haven't watched the video, and I also don't scale One Piece. Funny enough, I'll get to One Piece soon. Let's actually rank One Piece right now. So One Piece, without any context, I want to hear your initial reaction. One Piece, the legendary, one of the big three, I would place in D tier. I want to hear your initial reaction. And then I will explain why it is here. Thanks, I'm still watching you. Yeah, no problem. How strong do you think sealed Boros would be? I'm making an entire video on Boros scaling right now. Like 40 minutes. It's gonna drop in a week, maybe. So, yeah, you're gonna get my take on Armored Boros, Release Boros, Meteoric Burst later on. Isn't there hints of a multiverse theory in One Punch Man? Like, maybe hints. But it's not anything, like, too fleshed out at the moment. One Piece is 8 out of 10. Wow, not mad. I can see why it'd be D tier, question marks, what? Unsubbing. Yeah, so... Nice reactions, but now I will actually explain myself. Please don't unsub just yet. Please don't unsub just yet. There is a possible way why this would be it. So, the thing about One Piece is I've only seen 50 episodes of the anime. And that's why it's D tier so far. I have only seen the first 50 episodes of the anime, and I will be picking up the manga at some point in the future. So that is why it is D tier for now, because that is only the first 50 episodes of the anime, which would be at around the finish of the Arlong Park arc. It's a good arc, but the pacing is pretty horrible in the anime, so yeah. They haven't found the One Piece. Yeah, pretty long. I'll catch up to it eventually. If this tier list is just personal taste, then technically any ranking is valid. Yeah. I wish it was longer if you'd caught up. Understandable. Okay, that's an... Okay. 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 I'm relieved that you guys understand the reasoning. Because... Right now, I've only seen a tiny portion of it and not through the best lens possible. So I will be picking up the manga at some point later on and actually giving you my ranking later on. And I have no doubt that it'll be like A tier, S tier once I actually finish the whole product. Then Demon Slayer. I'd say like D. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Super and GT, because, like, I think it's fine. Demon Slayer is, like, bottom of D for me. Power Scale Lego. Did you enjoy Naruto Shippuden that much? I did. It's the anime that I grew up with. I've rewatched it a couple times since then, and I still do enjoy it. It's got like, some of my favorite characters in existence, like in fiction. Got some of my favorite story arcs, so yeah, I like Shippuden a lot. It is not going to be the only anime in S tier, don't worry about that. There's gonna be more. Bro had us on a hook. Yeah. I always love seeing people's reactions when I say that. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Demon Slayer, to be honest. Yeah, Saju, don't put Demon Slayer in low, you'll get cancelled on Twitter. Nah, man, I'm not scared of Twitter. Twitter has no influence on me. I'm a YouTuber, not a Twitter man. But yeah, Demon Slayer is like, it's good. Rengoku is good. Akaza, I like him. It's like, not bad. D tier is like, the only anime that I would consider bad is like gonna end up in F tier. D tier is like, still watchable. Like, I like Demon Slayer. I've seen the first 2 seasons. So, yeah. I have a theory that Kishimoto writes post 699, 700 the way he does because he hates the direction his editor has pushed him in. Maybe, but it's also just like, I think he's past his prime as an author, honestly. Because he had another series going and it got cancelled. Like, it wasn't popular at all. So, like, I don't know. I think he might be past his prime. But again, he did create my favorite series of all time in Naruto, so yeah. Like, my favorite anime series to specify, because there are series I like more than Naruto outside of anime. Mainly in books. Alright, then Hellsing. So the thing about Hellsing is I've only seen 2 episodes, and then I've seen the abridged version. And not fully, too. But for now, I'll say it's solid C. Because I've only seen the first 2 episodes of the actual anime, and then I've only seen the abridged version. So, I'll say C. In no world is Boruto better than One Piece. I mean, yeah, it's not better, I agree. It's just that I've only watched 50 episodes of One Piece. I wonder where you put 7 Deadly Sins and Tokyo Ghoul. You'll see. Age-old question, but I want to hear your opinion. Who would win, Goku or Saitama? Oh god. Oh boy. I'm backing Goku, personally. Helsing is a 6 out of 10 for me. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but like, why write Sasuke to hate Sakura so much that he dips for 10 years and he never kisses her? Yeah, it's a weird relationship. I'll definitely say it could have been handled much better. Alright, but now we've come to Hunter x Hunter, the second S tier. Hunter x Hunter is just behind Naruto, like Killua, Hisoka, Chrollo, Meruem, all these like top tier peak fiction characters. Chimera Ant arc is my favorite arc in all of fiction. And it also has my favorite fight in all of anime. So easy S tier. It's got higher peaks than Naruto for me, but Naruto is just overall better for me than Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, like Hunter x Hunter is just peak. It's peak for me, 10 out of 10. Goku is obviously omniversal. Saitama can't beat a mosquito. 7 Deadly Sins really had a lot of potential if it weren't for the animators. Yeah, I haven't finished 7 Deadly Sins yet. I want to read the manga, but yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. Hunter x Hunter is fire, understandable. I elect Hunter x Hunter, easy rest here. Yeah, for sure. What's my favorite form of media? It's either anime or books. I think overall, I'm leaning toward anime. But if I'm talking like peak fiction, for me, it's books. Like the highest peaks have been in books. And anime is just overall what I like more. I really want to see how it ends. Yeah, for sure. I would love to see it too, but Kodachi does have a lot of well, not Kodachi. Wait, is it Kodachi? Am I tripping? No, it's not Kodachi. Who's the author of Hunter x Hunter? Togashi. Yeah, Togashi is the author of Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, he has a lot of problems with his like health and stuff. So I'm not gonna be mad if it's not finished, but I would love to see it finished at some point. Can Boros solo all of it, Miche? Yeah, easily. Well armored, in my opinion. JJK, I've only seen season 1 of the anime. It's good, but I'd say D tier for now. Because, again, I've only seen 1 season, and I'm comparing that 1 season to, like, entire shows that I've seen from beginning to finish. So, it's still good. It's got Gojo Sukuna, like, fire animation, good storylines, got some good characters in there. It's just that season 1 isn't, like, that good to, like, make it at the same level as, like, some full series. So, yeah, I'd say it's in D. JoJo's, I've seen the first 3 parts, just to clarify. So like part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm up until Dio was taken out. It's easy A tier. I would say probably above OG Naruto, but below Dragon Ball Z. Dio, the generational hater, you know, we love him. All the Joestars are interesting in their own ways, and they are all pretty good protagonists. The Pillarmen are fire. Like, the Pillarmen's theme, and like the Nazi theme too, is like fire. Bro, JoJo's is like the only show that can get you to like a Nazi, like honestly. Like, there's like a Nazi character, and people still love him. Like, it's actually insane how much JoJo is able to accomplish. This is so theory. Hell no, you're putting Jujutsu Kaisen in D. It's at least C. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just like the first season. I'm not... Yeah, fine, I can place it in C. It's just like I don't... Actually, no, I'll keep it in D, because I don't like it a whole tier more than these entire series. Like, I've just seen the first season and not the manga. I'm sure if I read the manga, it would be like B or A tier. But for now, it's just D. It's also been a little while since I've rewatched it. So that's also something to consider. Oh god, the JoJo memes in chat. Fellow JoJo fam. Zawardo. JoJo has a Nazi car. Yeah, he does. They do. And it's like the most hilarious character ever, too. Starheim, yeah. Hoodie. Yeah. Top tiers in MHA, like Star and Stripe, may be problematic, but Boros solo. Yeah, Boros just like blitzes and one-shots for the most part, in my opinion. Have you watched Steins Gate? I have not. But I've heard of it. I've heard the name. Okay, MHA. If this was like a couple years ago, and MHA had just revealed Dabi. If the Dabi reveal was the last thing that happened in MHA, in the MHA manga, it would be solid A tier. It would be like probably near the top, like somewhere in the AOT Death Note ranges. But it's fallen off a lot since then. So I'll rank it top of B. Now I'll rank it bottom of A overall. If it wasn't for these recent chapters, well, not really recent, for the last couple of years, it would be like top of A, like near the top of A. Not above Bleach, but like debatably like next to Death Note and Attack on Titan. But right now I'm gonna rank it bottom of A because of the whole manga stuff going on right now. Pretty sure JoJo has characters that beat Saitama. I don't scale the later parts, I haven't seen them yet, but yeah, maybe. JoJo has a Nazi character. JoJo has a main character with purple. What? I have not seen that yet. I mean, JoJo definitely lives up to the title. It is bizarre. I want to hear your take on MHA. Many people hate it, lol. Yeah, so you've heard it. MHA, I liked it a lot. I still do. It's just like the recent stuff. JoJo beats Saitama. I can't comment because I haven't seen the later parts of JoJo. Sorry if this sounds weird, but your voice is kind of soothing to me. Sorry if that's weird. It's just so chill. Thanks. Glad to hear that. Have you been mountain climbing before? Sort of. Because I've climbed, like, mountains, if they can be called that. I've been on hikes across mountains, but I haven't actually climbed a mountain, like, fully. I've just been on hikes in mountainous areas, I'd say that. I don't know, man, I liked Season 6. Is that just me? No, Season 6 is good. I'd say it's pretty good. Could have been done better, but I still like Season 6. It's just like the manga stuff later on. I don't want to go into spoilers, but like, it just really falls off. Because like Shigaraki has been set up for so long. He was like, he was probably like my top 10 favorite anime villains, to be honest, and then it just gets like shafted hard. JoJo is the most bizarre anime. I'd say Baki can compete to some extent, but yeah. Ruby has such wonky animation. I'll talk about Ruby later on. One Punch Man is easy S tier, who agrees? I agree, me, I agree, 100. Yeah. I'm planning on doing the Three Peaks, man. I don't really know what that is, actually. I'm assuming it's like mountains, but I don't really know where it is or what it is. So, One Punch Man, either top of A or bottom of S. I'll say bottom of S. I really like the series. But Boros, my boy, Tatsumaki, the girl, Saitama, the protagonist, Fire, Genos, a good supporting character. A lot of supporting characters that are excellent, like Bang, Bomb. A lot of creative monsters, like Orochi, Black Ass, Rover, Elder Centipede. Like a lot of creative concepts. A lot of good story points. A lot of good characters. So yeah, I'd say it's S. I'd say it's above Bleach. Nintendo 64 console versus Sega Dreamcast versus Nuclear Bomb versus Saitama versus Tacos versus B. What is this matchup? I'd say keyboard wins because it can withstand raging gamers. So I'd say keyboard wins. Hello, Nestor. This list is about the anime that I have watched and how I rank them in terms of how much I like them. It's not like objective ranking of how well written they are or anything like that. It's just how much I like them personally and enjoy them. So that's what the list is about. Fubuki best waifu. Have you seen the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? If you have, what's your opinion of it? I have not seen it yet. I need to watch both Miles Morales movies, honestly, because I've heard so much good stuff about it, but I need to still watch it. There are a lot of movies I need to catch up on, honestly. Puss in Boots 2 also, I've heard a lot of good things, but I just haven't watched it yet. Do you prefer lower power verses or higher power verses? I prefer lower power levels, but it depends on the writing. I don't mind either one. I think either one can work really well. Like, for example, Hunter x Hunter and One Punch Man are in the same tier for me. Like, Hunter x Hunter, which is like mountain level, maybe like, I don't know, continental if you really wank them. And then Saitama that can like punch away galaxies, they're like in the same tier for me. So, you know, I don't really care. As long as the characters, the writing is good, like, I prefer... I don't have a preference. Keyboard over Saitama. Lord Gloribus versus Lord Kakuzu. Kakuzu does outscale Gloribus, but with training maybe Gloribus could catch up. Chicken versus steak versus pork versus lamb. Personally, I prefer steak. Steak is my favorite, but it also causes a lot of damage to the environment and stuff like that, so I don't eat it too often. Plus, it's pretty expensive. Hunter x Hunter based steak. Yes, sir. Has my favorite fight on all of anime, has some of my favorite characters. Death is a good character, but he's overrated to out reversal sometimes. Bro, I can't wait to watch the movie and then hear out the multiversal Puss in Boots meta. I can't wait to hear it out. What about King? Yeah, King is also a very good character. I may do a One Punch Man characters list in general, like as characters, how much I like them. Boros or Mad Tatsumaki? Like, really mad. Who would win? Release Boros, by the way. I'm just gonna show you the tier list that we made earlier on. And, I won't elaborate further. There's a video on Boros scaling coming in the future. Just know that a lot of these placements are very debatable. It's just, I would suggest watching the full stream to get the full, like, experience of why I ranked these characters the way I did. But in any case, back to this, probably. Boros blue form, that's the funniest description of released Boros I've ever heard. Yeah. Miyamoto Musashi from Baki versus all of Demon Slayer. I have not seen Baki. And I don't scale Demon Slayer either. Okay, Ruby. So, the show gets a lot of hate. A lot of hate. Like a lot of hate. And a friend of mine convinced me to watch it last summer. And I watched it. And not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed it. Ruby, I think, is a good character. Don't at me. I don't care what you think about that. I don't care what anybody thinks about Ruby, actually. But I think I like Ruby. I like a lot of the characters, the plot lines. The animation can get wonky, but it can also go hard at times. And, it's actually like the first anime in a long time to actually, like, rekindle my love for anime. Because, like, for a while, I had sort of almost fallen out of love with anime for a little while. And then I watched Ruby, it sort of kindled it back up. Then I watched Bleach and, like, Tokyo Ghoul. Well, I read those too, but yeah. So, like, I like it for what it is. I think it's near the top of A tier. And, you can get mad, but I don't really care. To be honest. I've never watched Ruby. Yeah, I figured most people wouldn't have watched it. It's not even, like, technically a full-on anime. I just wanted to include it because it's similar to anime. Seriously, what is Ruby? It's like a CGI series, pretty much. Like a 3D series, which resembles anime a lot. It's pretty good. It's like started out as like almost a fan project. Like you can definitely see it in the final product, but it grows over time. Okay, 7 Deadly Sins. So, going off of the first 2 seasons of the anime, and then the parts of the manga that I have read, which would be up until the point that I should not be forgetting his name. Bro, I'm so embarrassed right now. Why? Bro, what's the immortal guy's name? Bong, right? Bon. Yeah, Bon, bro. Bon. When Bon exits the purgatory, that's when I left off for the manga for the time being. I will pick it back up at some point. But just now I'm ranking this based off of the first 2 seasons of the anime, and then the manga up until the point where Bon leaves purgatory. I'd say solid top of B tier. It's good. I would say Meliodas would be one of my favorite MCs in anime if it wasn't for his pervertedness. Elizabeth is mid, maybe below mid, but a lot of the Sins are very good characters like Bon and Escanor, Merlin, Gother. Like, the characters in the show are fantastic, and there are a lot of good moments, a lot of good animation, a lot of bad animation later on, but I'm not counting that. And yeah, solid B tier for me. I thought Ruby was a game. Yeah. Have you watched the final Bleach arc since its anime is now more canon than the manga? I have watched the first choir that's come out, and I have read the entire manga. I have not read the bonus chapters yet, though. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Bleach is definitely a goated series, one of the best for me, top 5. SDS is mixed for me, to be honest. Yeah, same for me. 7 Deadly Sins is so bad. I disagree, respectfully. Nanatsu no Taizai, I hate the animation. I would say like the later seasons got done dirty, like a lot. I'd say watch the first 2 seasons and then read the manga. Honestly, that's like the best way to experience it. It's 9 out of 10 at times, at 5 out of 10 other times, and it's Bon. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, Bon. Yeah, Bone. Bon. It's pronounced Bone though. Do you think Gojo and Goku would tie in a battle, since Gojo can use Infinity and Goku can't hit him, but Gojo can touch Goku either? Do you agree with my opinion? I have not read JJK. I've only seen the anime. But from the videos I have watched, most scalers would be of the opinion that Goku can bypass Infinity in some way due to like massively higher scaling or like dimensional scaling, whatever. Personally, I don't really care. I don't scale verses to each other right now. But honestly, like, it could go either way with Gojo's abilities. I'm not too sure what they are exactly. But yeah. Some scalers can scale Goku to measurable speed, I don't know. Like, yeah, Goku can be scaled in various ways. Can Goku can knock Gojo into space? Yeah, he could. He could teleport him out of the earth too. Doesn't Ki just negate Hex if you're strong enough? Yeah, that's how it works in Dragon Ball. So, yeah, he might be able to like negate Hex of Gojo. Okay, Tokyo Ghoul. Oof. Tokyo Ghoul. The most recent manga that I have read. I have not watched the anime, I've only read the manga. I have not finished it entirely yet. I'm near the finish line of Tokyo Ghoul Re. I will say, Tokyo Ghoul was absolutely perfect until it wasn't perfect anymore. There's like a certain point midway through Tokyo Ghoul Re where it kind of falls off a little bit for me. But if it's peak Tokyo Ghoul, it's top 3 very, very easily. It might actually be top 1. Like, it might. With time, I could actually see it ascending to the #1 spot. Because it is absolutely peak fiction. Like, it's, like, objectively speaking, probably the best series I have ever read. In terms of anime, at least. But the thing is, that imperfection toward the end does bump it down a little bit. So I'll say it's, like, high S tier, like, mid S tier. Baki would not destroy Earth, he easily could. DBS is all about who has more ki. Yeah, there's like Goku, Baki debates in chat. What do you guys think about Tokyo Ghoul? I'm curious, like, for those of you who have read Tokyo Ghoul, what do you think about it? Do you think Boros would solo his verse if Saitama Blast and Garou didn't exist? God would also not have to exist, and maybe Blast subordinates, we don't know yet, and King too. Other than that, yeah, I think he solos. Bro, Baki versus Goku debates in chat. Tokyo Ghoul is 8.6 out of 10 for me. Very precise. Respectable opinion. For me, it was like a perfect 10 out of 10 until a certain point. Basically up until the One-Eyed King reveal. That was like when it was 10 out of 10 for me. But then after that, it sort of falls off. So I'd say 9 out of 10 for me, 9.5 out of 10, because the majority of the series is still like a masterpiece for me. Like, it's honestly so goddamn good. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, I might actually like it more than Naruto and Hunter x Hunter. But that bottom, like, that final finish line that just falls off a bit is just unfortunate. Alright, now on to Vinland Saga. So, A tier for me easily. I have only seen the first season, but I am planning to watch the second one soon. The main character, which is Askeladd, don't at me. Askeladd is best boy. He is one of my favorite characters in anime. This series has very good themes, very good characters, very good battle scenes as well. And I'd say he's like Vinland Saga in general is like bottom of A for me right now because I've only seen one season. Like after season 2 I might rank it higher. For now I will rank it bottom of A, but it's still strong. It's still really strong. I still really like it. And like I said, Askeladd might be top 10 favorite anime characters for me, to be honest. Cybermen over Baki. Tokyo Ghoul dropped significantly when the hero wanting to connect people and ghouls and protect them began his massacre. I will say for me it dropped earlier, but yeah, I would agree. What's the anime? Which anime? Like Vinland Saga? Or what anime? We all agree Baki would solo One Punch Man verse, right? Bro, I have not seen Baki, and I don't really care, to be honest. I don't scale verses to each other at this point in time. Alright, so God of High School is last up, and it's F tier. It is F tier. It's got good battle scenes, that's about it. Some characters are decent, the plot is non-existent, it is rushed to oblivion, and I did not enjoy it as I watched it. So, yeah, F tier for God of High School. I know some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, like they crammed like 4 times as much anime, like 4 times as much manga into the anime as they should have. So, yeah. I would say God of High School is the only F tier anime for me. The only anime that I actively disliked while watching it. And yeah, that is my tier list for anime. So, I'd say this is pretty much how I feel most of the time about these anime. Some of them maybe could be interchangeable, but overall I'm happy with the tier list. Vegeta versus Saitama, who would win Tournament of Power Saga Vegeta, by the way? Oh, I think like beginning of Super Vegeta is enough. Like if it gets God Key, then he like slaps Saitama up in my opinion. Vegeta I can debate. Get wrecked, God of High School. Yeah, I mean, they did God of High School dirty. 100 chapters in 12 episodes, like someone saying in chat. Like, yeah, it's actually wild what they did. People in Baki 195 million years old. Bro, what? Aren't they like normal humans? Vegeta bullies Saitama. Yeah, I would agree. You have good taste in anime. Thanks, man. But I'd say like almost any taste is valid. It's just like what anime you prefer to watch, you know? What style you prefer, what characters and tropes. But yeah, so overall, like top 5 anime for me is Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Tokyo Ghoul, One Punch Man, and Bleach. And then top 10 would be Ruby, Attack on Titan, Death Note, Dragon Ball, and JoJo. So yeah, that would be... yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about this. Some of these could be interchangeable, like I said, but for the most part, I would say these are the way I would rank them. I might do other tier lists later on for like certain series, like characters or like power rankings or something like that. But for now, I really have to go. It's been like, what, 4 hours since the stream began? So it's actually extremely long. But yeah, been a lot of fun today. I had a lot of fun with the tier list. And with the anime tier list as well. Thank you for all of you who tuned in. And it was a blast to be here. The stream would be unlisted or in a separate section of the channel. So yeah, you should still be able to watch it if you have the link. 2 hours actually? Oh wait, yeah, I'm dumb. Because I can explain. So basically, I set the stream to be for 8 p.m. But I have, like, my clocks show 22 p.m. right now. Because I live in a country where, like, we have, like, 24 hours, not 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. So I was, like, looking, it's, like, 23 right now. And I started at 8, which I just, like, somehow brain farted into thinking it was, like, 4 hours long. But, yeah. In any case, goodbye to you all, and have a nice day. Goodbye.